Hello and welcome to TNA Top 10, episode 128, December 14th, 2025. I'm T Weave. With me, as always, are Andrew and Allison Faye. How's it going, fellas?
Hi.
Fellas. Speaking of fellas, Pasty White Sheamus was on Saturday Night Main Event last night. He still hasn't figured out what a spray tan is, and I don't know that it would help.
I
I'm
don't
just
think
pointing
so.
that out. He is as white as the Stay Free Marshmallow Man out of Ghostbusters.
Correct.
That is legit.
Who should have made the villains list? I mean, I put him
The
on
Stay
there.
Free Marshmallow Man or
Yeah.
Mike Bober?
Oh, the Marshmallow Man's up there for me.
Well, look
I
at
agree.
Bober is too. Bober's a
I love
heel, and he's already here. Probably just got finished watching Heated Rivalry because it was my suggestion that he do so. What a hockey show, huh, Bo?
What a hockey show. We love
Wonderful hockey show put
Love it.
out by HBO Max.
Okay, so that's
We'll
why.
wait on the response.
good times. Good times.
Couldn't help myself. I haven't watched the latest episode yet, though. So if you have, Bober, don't ruin it for me. I have no spoilers. Anyway,
So Allison is back. She
I'm
was
back.
on to Disney last week.
Woo!
Tell us all about it, Allison.
All right.
In about
So
30 seconds.
okay, so it was a surprise trip for my son and my niece and nephew. The entire family went. We did do 4 days of the Walt Disney parks together, which was fantastic. But for Lex specifically, I wanted to take him. We went to Epic Universe to go visit Super Nintendo World, which was everything it should have been.
Oh,
The
man.
child had the literal best time of his life, and it was the best vacation ever. Unfortunately, my dad got sick on like the second, third day, so he missed a lot of it, but he came home with us, so he's much better now. Hi, Dad.
very good.
Yeah, we hope George is doing better. We hear that he is.
And of
And I
course,
got
Allison picked up that cough from the
Yeah.
27,000 of her best friends in Disney World. Happiest place on earth, my ass.
Imagine that.
So you'll see me keep going on mute all night if you're watching the video. That's what's happening. I'm having a coughing fit.
And you
Yeah.
hear half a
Fever.
cough and then a mute,
Yeah.
then she didn't quite make it.
Yeah, and I'm going to accuse her of having the Rona and to have to stay away from me before it's all said and done.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right.
So tonight, we're talking about the foosball. We're talking about top 10 cell phone games.
Ooh.
Pretty fun list. And Saturday night's main event, John Cena's last match.
George is here, feeling better. Hey, George, the Yankees, so Terry leaves baseball off the list, which is unacceptable. It is a 365-day-a-year sport that you must watch. Have re-signed Rosario as our infielder utility player. We'll see. No signing of Bellinger yet. And Cashman, of course, doing Cashman things, being an idiot. But, threatening to trade away the young talent in Dominguez and Spencer Jones. He's so stupid. And they did officially bring Aaron Boone back last week, which is criminal as far as I'm concerned. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays have loaded their roster and have really taken advantage of free agency. So I can't wait. Stupid ass Mets are dumping everybody, which that dumpster fire never disappoints anybody on this show. Even Bober agrees with us about the stupid ass Mets. So, he don't agree with us about a lot, Terry, but the stupid ass Mets he agrees with us about.
So some of my favorite things to see online recently are videos of Mets fans hearing about yet another guy leaving the team.
Yeah. So Pete Alonso now plays for the Baltimore Orioles as a first baseman, pretty large contract. And Edwin Diaz, viewed as one of the best closers in baseball, left unannounced and is now a Dodger because they needed help.
Yeah, they need it.
Yeah, they needed
Thank God
help.
they found somebody.
Good Lord. I mean, they don't have good pitching, but
No, their pitching is awful. Shohei Ohtani, Roki Sasaki. Oh, I don't know. The World Series MVP, Yoshi Yamamoto. They suck in LA. And that doesn't
Best
include
story-
the white contingent either. So there you go.
best story about Mets fans finding out the news. I was in Animal Kingdom walking with my nephew in the stroller, and there's a guy next to me and his wife, and he's wearing a Mets hat, and I just hear a string of expletives.
Oh, I bet.
And I look at him, I go, "Oh, you just found out, huh?" He's like,
Should have whipped out a Yankees hat or something.
"Oh,
to
it was
put it on. That
excellent.
would've been
No,
I
so
actually
what
think I was wearing my Yankees hat. I
Oh,
was.
So what happened was, this is true, Terry. They signed Devin Williams to the Mets for $51 million over 3 years. They clearly overpaid. That's their fault, not ours.
Yeah.
Thank God, dead weight gone over at the Yankees. The man was responsible. Minimum 15 losses for the Yankees that we
Easily.
can pin on Devin Williams. Minimum 15. High leverage games, my ass. High leverage does not mean what baseball people think it means. If you have the leverage, you have the advantage. That is not what they're talking about when they talk about high leverage games. So that annoys me. But beyond being annoyed, if I'm Edwin Diaz and I'm the closer for the Mets, and all of a sudden you bring in some $51 million bum and they didn't even consult him, and then the Dodgers called and he's like, yeah, I'll go to LA. Why not? The weather's better there anyhow.
man.
So because they didn't consult him, the Dodgers probably got a deal because he was so pissed at the Mets that he's like, I'm out.
Mm.
Well, I'm a Braves fan, and we got a new manager. And hey, all my teams have new coaches. Imagine that all at once. So we'll see what happens after this.
They have not re-signed him, Bober. His contract expired, Weavers. So don't get too excited over there about that. And how are the Pittsburgh Pirates doing these days? About as good as the Penguins? I mean, I don't know anything about hockey, but I know the Penguins suck. So
I did
there's that.
see his joke that Bober posted on
I thought-
Facebook about the Penguins wanting to change it to 2 30-minute halves so they don't blow a lead in the third anymore.
I thought that was good.
Yes, yeah. It's not a playoff team. I read the post as well. Because heated rivalries got me into hockey. Bober, you should try it out. Just saying.
Well,
saying,
speaking of heated rivalries, I went
Oh.
to the liquor store the other day to buy some whiskey. Imagine that.
Not what
Oh,
you meant,
what?
Terry, but go ahead. You buy some
And-
whiskey.
And I was wearing my Auburn hat.
Oh,
And,
my.
as is usual in this state, I was outnumbered at this liquor store. And I'm just minding my business, buying some alcohol. And then somebody throws a RT in there. Phew, I almost said it. My goodness.
Would that be Roll Tide, Terry?
It would be something like that. Somebody says that, and then somebody else goes, "Well, I wasn't going to say it to him." And then they start talking about the Iron Bowl, and a guy pats me on the back and said, "Another moral victory, I guess." And I was like, the nerve of these sons of bitches to think that I won't do anything.
Woo.
So I just, swallowed my pride a little bit and walked out the door with my whiskey and drank the whole bottle on the way home. I did not. I'm kidding.
I would like to remind people that this is not Nick Saban's Alabama, and they lost to Oklahoma. And this weekend, and we're going to get into it, I know, they have to play Oklahoma in Norman.
Yeah.
So this is not an easy way out for the Alabama folks. I would also like to remind them that with Hugh Freeze and his meltdown as the offensive coordinator and head coach, Auburn still gave Alabama everything they wanted and then some. So when they have a real coach, and I'm talking real football coaches, Terry, we don't fucking hunt. We
That
don't
don't play
fucking fish. I ain't got hobbies. All I know is ball. I am all for Golich. So I'm going to be an Auburn fan next year, and I'm going to Terry.
Oh my God.
Because if you people think I'm obnoxious now, rooting for someone else's team is going to make it so much better, particularly when their head coach comes out and in his opening press conference, I don't fucking fish. I don't fucking play golf. I don't have hobbies. All I know is ball. This is my kind of guy. My
It
kind
is.
of guy.
Hopefully it shows up on the field. And hopefully he's got a roster to even coach next year, because there's been no really huge fish to enter the transfer portal. But the latest news, Malcolm Simmons, probably the number 4 receiver this year, sophomore, came in with Cam Coleman. He's entering the transfer portal. And that's a pretty big loss. He had a lot of yards, after Hugh Freeze left. because Freeze didn't use him very much this year. But
Right.
he had he scored the touchdown in the Iron Bowl, the big long touchdown, and he scored another big long touchdown that got called back in the Iron Bowl. So he's a big loss. He also let one bounce off his chest on the punt, but we're not talking about that part.
We don't have this in the notes, but we're transitioning to NCAA football. I would like to mention one Matt Rule, who does not coach ball and who has a podcast and who knows where the camera is all the time and just looks for the next soundbite. Apparently, according to current defensive coordinator Phil Snow, who is the associate head coach of the Nebraska Cornhuskers, because he's a Rule baby. He's like Rule's, I don't know, Yoda for whatever reason. He had a press conference this past weekend, and he says, we're going to have Matt Rule turn his hat backwards and coach defensive line. So I'm listening to Locked On Nebraska, and I ranted to you both about this a little bit already this week. But Mitch Sherman and his co-host are talking on Locked On Nebraska. These are Nebraska insiders about the defense and the failures at defense, bringing in Rob Ulrich. By the way, the man avoided getting tased, which means he's okay with me. So he did some shit that they threatened to tase him, and I'm good with it, meaning when he was in college. So we got to have somebody with an edge playing defense, Terry, coaching defense.
Right.
He's bringing in edge rusher. They're trying to land the defensive coordinator or defensive line coach that Lane Kiffin wanted at LSU because he'd coached with Rule before. But here's my problem with what Sherman and the crowd said on Locked On Nebraska. They said that Rule came out at his Monday press conference and said, essentially the problem with the defense is we had the wrong players in the wrong position playing the wrong scheme. Wrong players, wrong position, wrong scheme. Out of
Whose fault was
alignment,
that?
not in the right spot. Now, here's my question for you, Terry. John Butler, defensive coordinator, 8 years in the NFL. Terry Braden, defensive line coach, who got fired, 8 years in the NFL. Matt Rule, former head coach in the NFL, current head coach, and was a defensive coordinator before he became a head coach at any school. Phil Snow, this associate head coach who's some sort of defensive guru, and Phil Simpson, the linebackers coach for Nebraska, all with NFL experience, all with long coaching resumes on defense. And it's at the end of the season we identified that this is the problem, that we want certain guys playing edge rush, not defensive tackle, and these guys should play linebacker, and maybe this one should play rover back instead of traditional cornerback or safety. Wait a minute. But you didn't make those adjustments before you got your asses handed to you by Penn State and Iowa? Bad coaching, bad leadership. All he is a soundbite machine. And where's Coach Keith? He loves when I talk shit about Matt Rule. But it was 100% a fact, though. That is a failure in coaching. If you're going to say we have the wrong player playing that position, or they're out of alignment, or they're not running the stunt correctly, that's a coaching problem. Because you're allowing the same player to be out of alignment and run the stunt wrong over and again. And then somebody said, and this is the real hateful truth about it all, maybe Nebraska had the number 2 passing defense in the country because everyone knew they didn't have to throw the ball.
That works out that way sometimes too, yeah.
Could be some truth to that, some hard truth. And then the coup de grace is they drew Utah for the bowl game, the ReliaQuest Bowl in Las Vegas. Utah's going to run the ball. They're going to play good defense, and they're going to try to send Winningham out, who has retired or whatever, as a winner.
I did not get Utah on the map.
That's okay, Terry. Do we have a map?
There's a lot to
Or are we
say
not
about
there
that.
yet?
'Cause I don't know that he retired.
Step
I've
down.
seen the work.
I saw step down retired, and then you sent the one about how the business end of it forced him out.
Yeah. So, then there's the thought of he doesn't want to deal with that shit, and he's going to leave and go somewhere else. It'll be interesting to see what his next move is.
Very good football coach, and one of the most tenured football coaches in the country.
Loyal. You want loyalty? This guy was loyal.
And I think because he coached Utah since like 1994 or 5. He was an assistant coach.
since Meyer left.
Well, he was the head coach since Meyer left.
Yeah,
There's not been another head coach at Utah, just him.
man, that's crazy.
But you're talking since 2004. He's been the head coach at Utah, and it's 2026. You don't see coaches get 22-year jobs anymore, Terry.
You don't.
So, I mean, he had more tenure than Nick Saban.
Man,
And barely, who was I just thinking? I just lost the train of thought. Bober wants us to talk about Notre Dame. What Notre Dame bullshit is that, Bober? The fact that they said now we're not playing a bowl game because we didn't get in the playoff? Or the fact that now, next year, if they finish in the top 12, they're automatically in? You have to be specific when referring to Notre Dame bullshit on this show there, Bobes.
okay, so plenty of football talk, and we've gotten into it a little bit, but there was a happening last night, and we need to get into that too for the wrestling fans. Saturday night.
Oh, yeah. We're out of order. Out of order.
We are out of order.
Terry can't stand it when we're out of order.
Where's
people.
my
Good
gap?
Lord.
We are out of order.
Out of
Yes.
order.
All right,
Despite
so
the
Saturday
fact you
night's
didn't
main
put
event
any
last
of that in the
night.
notes.
No.
Any of it in the notes.
Who needs notes? Come
So
on.
I put in our notes. I've got all the matches, but we know why last night's worthy of talking about. John Cena's last match, he taps out to Gunther of all people, which is just that I don't understand. Then it's the big "Let's celebrate Cena" moments, videos. Thank you, Cena chants. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes come out and give him the titles. Then he takes off his shoes and his wristbands, and that's it.
The smile on his face when he passes out to one of the worst sleeper holds ever in professional wrestling, outside of Jey Uso's, is disgusting. Allison, talk what you can before you have to cough.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. This is ridiculous.
You're better here this way than without you, I promise.
Thank you. I love you guys. It was...
Especially with cell phone games coming up. Go ahead.
God, stop. It kind of killed everything we were hoping for. We wanted to be happy. We wanted to be... I didn't expect him to win, okay? I really didn't. But that was... I'm going to say it. It was bullshit. It was horrible. Everything I wanted more R-Truth, which I got a little bit, and I was a little happy for that. But like, nobody came in and messed with it. Nobody interfered, and I'm like, boring.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that are retired that could have run in and taken a move and rolled out of the ring. They can still do that part.
Yeah.
Should have been a big string of those.
And hold on, I agree with Bober here. We could see him calling the match. That kind of took a lot out of it.
Yeah.
Well, and he has done that before to the point where WWE didn't even post the match because you could see them. I forget what match it was, but they were very audible calling the spots. I think John Cena's smile was the final F you. I'm doing it my way. Here's the thing. He should have won. Like, having Gunther beat him does nothing. Having him lose does nothing. Having him win does nothing. You screwed this story up back in February. There's no reason to continue with the shenanigans. Just let the generational talent John Cena go out on top. The tournament was lackluster. It was very predictable who was going to win. The smile before he tapped out, stupid. And here's the other thing that people have overlooked. The mantra never give up for 21 or 2 years in professional wrestling, and he taps out as the final thing he ever does in a WWE professional wrestling ring.
I didn't even put that together myself. That's a good point.
That was 100% my issue with it.
So if Gunther powerbombed him like 5 times and Cena had gone unconscious or whatever, okay.
Better ending.
Yeah, let him go unconscious. That is not giving up. That's going unconscious. That's a different thing.
Yeah, I agree with Bober. The time-honored tradition stuff is absolutely stupid. There's a quote friend of the show, Conrad Thompson, equating the Cena going out to the Undertaker's broken streak. The Undertaker breaking his streak is and will forever be bullshit. Brock Lesnar didn't need it. that streak could be intact and it could be part of wrestling lore forever. So fuck you. And then you didn't need to double down on it when Roman broke it, when you were shoving Roman down everybody's throat. So fuck you again. Same with Cena though. Here, the idea of this time-honored tradition. You sound like Vince McMahon defending screwing Bret Hart November the 9th, 1997 in Montreal, talking about time-honored traditions of passing on a what word am I just lost the word, but it's a prop. The world championship is a prop. A win-loss record is a prop. You know, let the fans appreciate you and go out. Some of the best Cena moments aren't when he was being cheered, but when he was being booed. ECW Arena, Rob Van Dam, John Cena, World Championship, and he takes his shirt off and throws it to the crowd, and the crowd throws it back. The Let's Go Cena sucks. Chicago, CM Punk, Summer of Punk beats John Cena. Suplex City is born because of John Cena taking 16 suplexes at SummerSlam from Brock Lesnar. These are as good a moments as his victories because the whole Cena wins LOL became Vogue Online because John Cena never lost matches. And in his final match, you're having him lose to a half-ass sleeper he smiles to. And not only did he lose, he tapped out. Very poor decision-making.
If it were somebody else, I would be okay with Cena losing in a different fashion to a different wrestler. I don't know if they're just really trying to push Gunther. I don't think Gunther has the personality to get to that level.
He's never going to have the charisma of John Cena. That is an it factor galore right there.
Yeah. And after last night, nobody's going to want him to.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. Now, he can always say, well, I'm the guy that beat John Cena. Okay, congratulations. But here's what I've seen online. AJ Styles is doing a 2026 retirement tour.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, Brock Lesnar is also doing a WWE retirement tour. And his final date will be SummerSlam of 2026.
That's fine. Okay.
But what I'm getting at is all of a sudden this
I will
is
enjoy the
thing.
AJ Styles matches along the way.
Agreed.
More.
Yes.
But this is going to be the thing, you know?
Yeah.
And everybody knows they're all together. It's all a show, all of this stuff. So that's why it's okay for them to all celebrate Cena like they did Flair in 2002 or 3, whatever it was, the night in Greenville. I think it was actually 2003 because Triple H was the world champion back then. Yeah. And Bober thinks that Gunther's going to beat Brock. Maybe not. Lesnar's pretty well protected in WWE, so wouldn't surprise me if they go the opposite direction there, Bobes. But this is a okay moment. Cody Rhodes sucks. His whole thank you for the house. Get the fuck out of here. You'll never be your father. You'll never be John Cena. You are simply a cheap imitation, wanting and pining to be something more important and better than what you really are. Cody Rhodes is horrible. He might be good at PR, but he's bad at professional wrestling. And he's bad at professional wrestling because he's more concerned with the politics of it and the optics of it than the actual professional wrestling of it.
AEW posted a video the other day that I was in, the whole thing. when Cody caught on fire in Atlanta on that table, and I was on the second row, and I got a video of that. So in the video they posted, I'm sitting here with my phone in front of my face the whole time recording it.
I love it. That's fantastic.
That was a fun night.
Not as fun as the Sting night.
Apparently Bober is Bober's going to be argumentative with me tonight. Bring it, bitch. I'm ready. See this red hat? I bring it out on special occaons.
All right. I think we talked about this subject enough.
But John Cena, yeah. No, hold on. I'm not done about Saturday night's main event. First, no throwback feel, which is trash. Because John Cena did compete at one of the very first Saturday nights they brought back in 2005 or 6, leading up to WrestleMania. So that's garbage number one. Garbage number 2 is the Drew McIntyre interference on the Obafemi Cody Rhodes match. That's dumb. So we can get a stupid blow off match with them because they don't have anything better for the Chodester to do before WrestleMania. And then number 3, Bailey leading Sol Ruca in a match, calling spots visibly and waiting on Sol Ruca to execute her AEW offense needs to quit. They got to tighten that up because that looked terrible last night in terms of the wrestling. And then the tag match just was what it was to me. I mean, it was good seeing the young guys again with AJ Styles in there, but AJ Styles is going to make those young guys have a good match.
Oh, every time. That was the best match of the night for me.
Yep. And George is correct. Triple H was booed. They did do AEW chants. They did call him a bald bitch. I mean, they went
Oh,
they went
That
above and
last one
beyond.
is uncalled for.
they were very upset. Like, I was shocked at how pissed off the live crowd was. They kept shutting off the crowd mic because it was so bad.
One of the podcasts I listened to, not that one, Wade Keller, pretty good. The post show, he says that 2 years ago Triple H would have been given a pass for this, but people are now out of love with his booking. Oh, I agree. That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think he fell and they covered it up. I think he fell and they covered it up there, Devin.
I'll go
And
back
welcome
to
the
something
show,
I said.
despite the fact you're late. Imagine that.
So
Oh.
listen. So
Must have been burning one out back.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'm still waiting on them to go way back with a Saturday Night Live episode. Have the interviews to start the show,
Blue Cage.
the blue cage, every damn thing that we had in the 80s. I want to see them do it again. There is no reason to not do that. That would be fabulous.
Sorry
what
to hear
Beck
about
does,
your
write them a
son,
letter.
Dave. Not good. Yeah. The Blue Cage, though, you know,
It was the start of stupidity with cage matches. I know,
Yeah,
but
all right.
but it was
still.
Hogan's deal. I just wrote the notes for the Orange Show tangentially. I just wrote the notes for the Orange Show for the debut of the NWO, July the 7th, 1996, and had to dial back my questions and stuff because he only does an hour-long show. But you know, you talk about a guy in Hulk Hogan who had so much stroke that they took the traditional cage match and made it the climb and escape. They
Yeah.
changed. You talk about wrestling
No, you
tradition.
can even go through
They
the door.
changed the entire concept of a cage match for one guy. Now he
Yeah.
was the guy, but he was one guy, so he could climb over top of the cage because going through the door would be the cheap way out. You know, Hulkster's got to climb the cage. So,
Right.
just amazing the kind of clout and ability he had politically. Probably not a more astute businessman in the history of wrestling than Hulk Hogan. And we'll see what Arn thinks about that Tuesday. But the fact he led the golden era and led the Nitro era.
Mhm.
Right place, right time, not once, but twice. So anyway, John Cena is on that Mount Rushmore with Hulk Hogan and generational talents of the WWF. We've talked about this before. You've got Bruno, you've got Hogan, you've got Austin, you have Cena, probably Roman, and then whoever else is next. So
I have one pinned tweet on Twitter, and it
Well-
explains the reason that I would not be sitting here doing this right now if it weren't for John Cena.
Right,
My
exactly.
son in first grade came home and told me that John Cena was his favorite wrestler. And this was 6 years ago. And I had not watched wrestling since 1999. And if he had not come and said that, I would not have started watching again. I would not have tuned into podcasts. I would not have met you guys or anybody out in the crowd. And I'd be living a different life. So John Cena affected my life in a tremendous way. So
So we
thank you,
basically
Cena.
owe him and Cyrus
That's right.
Because it ain't
But
just
not-
him, it's
But
Cyrus.
not Sting. Fuck that guy. Because
Yeah,
Terry
fuck
said,
that guy.
I love you.
Terry, you have to go to the bathroom when you come out. Blah, whatever.
I had to go to the bathroom. I needed nachos.
Please, nobody
you
get
know,
me any
Sting
wrestling
has-
socks for Christmas.
Good
That's
Lord, I will never get you wrestling socks, Terry. You can guarantee that.
Okay, another tangent because it's what
Yeah.
we do here. At least I do.
we got
Yeah, let's
plenty
go
of
back.
time tonight.
We talk
That's
about the Macho Man socks.
Oh,
Only privileged people get to know the whole
There's
Macho
some
Man
great
socks thing.
socks.
But me and Terry are talking, and Allison and Amy are talking about the Macho Man socks. I shit you not, I have gotten advertisements on Instagram and Facebook for wrestling socks, and you go through and scroll what type of socks they have. 5 of the 10 pairs are Macho Man socks, Terry.
It's probably
Five-
one of them is the pair that I bought. 'Cause
I know it.
I did it from Facebook. I just happened to see it on Facebook and I bought it. And they're
5
great
of the
socks,
10
other
pairs.
than being a curse to me. You know,
that's what you think. I mean,
I
what
mean,
you remember.
they're batting 1,000. That's all I got.
don't kill me now.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
good
let's
stuff.
move on to the
Let's move on.
football. We are
Okay.
in postseason of college football, and really, you know, we had Army Navy, and we had a bowl this week. Now,
We had 2 bowl games. I am 2-0.
well, one of the bowl games was not FBS, right?
I don't know if it was or it wasn't. I don't even know who the fuck those teams are. But I won. I picked the winner.
So here's the list of game, and I put Bucked Up Bowl. It's actually the Bucked Up LA Bowl. I forgot the LA part. And I don't know if you've seen pictures of this, but Washington beats Boise State 38-10 in the Bucked Up LA Bowl. And there's like nobody there. But it's December 13th and they're playing a bowl game. What the hell
all
are
right,
we doing?
That's fair.
Yeah. So
Boise State and Washington are both in a December 13th bowl. That's crazy.
well, and they're both better teams than that. You have the conference champion, and you have a team that was what 8-4.
Yeah, something like that.
So out of the Big Ten, and this is where college football has become so much of a business as well. There used to be 6 to 8 bowl games: Cotton, Sugar, Fiesta, Orange, Peach, Gator, and then all of a sudden there's 46. Is it 46 now?
48.
It's a
I
lot.
thought.
I don't
It's
know.
a
But it's
lot.
insane. That
It's
I
a
do know.
lot. Because the bowl game used to be the reward for how well your team played. And it was a way to get conference matchups that you didn't see very often. A fun fact, I believe it was 1979, maybe 78. I have the year wrong. Could be 77. Anyway, Nebraska played Oklahoma both out of the Big 8 in the Orange Bowl. It was the only time it ever happened. And I just don't remember the exact year, but it was before the Ron Simmons Florida State. So that might have been 77. But they played in the regular season that year too. So anyway, but the bowl games used to be a reward. Now it's just money. But to Terry's point, and I've got whatever Allison's got. Thank you for sharing.
Sorry.
Well, no, it's really not, but you're fine. But to Terry's point, now they've got bowl games starting the 13th of December, and people are supposed to keep up with this crap. Like the 16th, we start with another bowl game, the Salute to Veterans Bowl, which last year, by the way, was the first bowl, and now we backed it up another 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, and I didn't put the dates, but the color scheme here is Salute to Veterans Bowls on the same day as itself. That's the only,
Oh, I see.
of
What
course
you
it
mean.
is. And then the 2 yellow ones after that, Cure Bowl and the 68 Ventures Bowl are on the same day. Then the Xbox Bowl, I think that's the first year for that one. It's alone. And then the Myrtle Beach and Gasparilla Bowl are on the same day.
And that's Louisiana, not Louisiana State University. Currently, head coach the Lane Train. More on that later, Pondwater, just for you. But Terry,
These are the ones over the next week that are not playoff games, by the way. That's
yeah,
what
I
I'm
have no
saying.
idea. No idea about half of these, but I'm going to do a little bit of quote research. And by that, I'm looking to see who has better defensive stats and that's who I'll be picking because that's the way
I think
do.
I go with if I don't know shit, I pick the favorite.
Yeah. So I go by the defense if I don't know. So
that's true.
Troy
Defense
versus Jacksonville
travels.
State. Isn't that's Alabama, Troy, yes?
Both of them are Alabama.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Salute to Veterans Bowl is Troy versus Jacksonville State, both from the state of Alabama.
Yeah. And then Old Dominion, woohoo, against South Florida. South Florida going to walk that dog. Louisiana and Delaware.
Well, hold on. South Florida's quarterback is coaching this game. And
yeah, that's why they're going to walk that dog because the head ball coach at Auburn, all he knows is ball, and he come from USF. Don't worry.
He's basically deciding: does he want to stay at South Florida and play for Brian Hartline, or does he want to transfer to Auburn and play for his old coach, and us lose our sophomore quarterback, 5-star guy?
Why am I a better Auburn fan right now than you are? I need you to be more supportive of Coach Golish.
I'm supporting him. I need him to keep these players, damn it. That's what I need.
As long as he keeps
the 3-4 has already departed. Half.
As long as he keeps the defensive front, you're going to lose to Alabama by 6.
We did have a declaration for the NFL draft of Keldrick Falk, but he's expected to go top 10, so of course he's declaring.
Yeah, that's just like Emmett Johnson is not playing in Nebraska's bowl game against Utah, and he was the offense for the Cornhuskers because he is going to the NFL. So he's not playing in the game, and I think that's trash. But that's me. So.
But yeah, so Devin had asked a minute ago, are we going to do a playoff pick 'em? Yes.
Of course.
And I'll tell you the reason I haven't posted it yet, because when I posted the bowl pick 'em, I said, man, we're starting early. You can translate that to, oh shit, it starts tomorrow. I better post this.
But the college pick 'em, you have until 3:00 Friday, I believe it is.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll put that out tomorrow. There's
Excellent.
my promise. I'll do that. And that'll be out there. I've already created it and made my picks. I just haven't shared it with you guys.
I will not be sharing. I'm going to keep it close to the vest. Talking about football this week, Terry, because nothing else makes sense. Mendoza wins the Heisman.
That's right.
Indiana's quarterback. Our man, Diego Pavia, screwed by the Heisman Trophy Committee voters.
And he said, fuck the voters.
That's what he said. Vanderbilt would not be a top 15 football team without Diego Pavia behind that offensive line.
We're about to find out.
The Heisman belongs to Diego Pavia and the offensive line of the Vanderbilt Commodores. Indiana University, great win, great Big Ten, good job. But Mendoza isn't shooting the lights out. It is a real team effort. If you're the best player in the country, you're the best player in the country. But he did complete the sweep, Terry, Maxwell, Davy Camp, and the Heisman for Mendoza. So we will see. But what we will also see, let's tee it up with Oregon inviting James Madison University to Eugene. I need some thoughts on this, Terry, from you instead of me, because you know how I feel about the Ducks at home.
Well, so let me put it this way. It's very telling of the haves and have-nots in college football, even with the records the way they are and the fact that this is the final 12. Florida fired their coach because he didn't win enough football games. And James Madison said, we'll take him. Yet James Madison is the one in the playoff here.
That's
wow. That defines 2025 in college football.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But
so James,
that being said, Oregon, it's hard to win in Oregon. Indiana did it, but I just don't see JMU. I mean, they might make it fairly close. They are a pretty decent football team, but I mean, Oregon by 10 points at least.
So James Madison 12-1, Oregon 11-1. Obviously, Sun Belt versus the Big Ten. Oregon's only loss is 10 points at home in Eugene to Indiana, who is the Big Ten champion and the #1 team in the country. The people at ESPN have the spread listed at 21.5.
Wow.
In favor of Oregon.
That's a lot.
Wow.
That is a lot for a playoff.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Even I know that.
half saying that in Eugene, all you're going to hear is quack, quack, quack. Now,
Oof.
this is what I know. Dan Lanning did not make the Big Ten championship. The Ducks have had, is this week 4 without football? Or 3 anyway?
Ooh,
Pretty close.
3, I think.
that's a lot.
3. So they haven't had a game in 3 weeks. You get a rest, you get a heal up, you get to watch game film, and you have one game at a time that you attack because these are 1 week at a time. They're going to be ready for James Madison. That defense is fast and strong. As good as JMU is, they're only in to keep Duke out. Oregon in a runaway. And I will say they'll win by 21 points because
Okay.
it is in Eugene.
That's tough. I don't know that I don't think they'll. I think I'd pick JMU on the spread. 6 or 17 or so.
And then Terry's favorite team ever, Roll Tide, Alabama, the number 9 seed, 10-3.
Except
Lost
they got
the
lost
SEC
in
title.
translation there.
Got dog walked by the Georgia Bulldogs. Is a 1.5 point favorite
Wow.
in Norman, Oklahoma, to beat the Oklahoma Sooners for the right to take on the Hoosiers in Indiana.
I'm gonna have to see Ty Simpson take the game over for that to happen. I
One
don't
thing
think any other way that this happens.
one thing that we do know is that this defense of Oklahoma is ferocious.
They are.
They continue to come at you and come at you. They create enough negative possessions for their offense that they can get the ball back to them. This is in Norman. This is a playoff game. Oklahoma hasn't been relevant for a few years in terms of the playoff games, and they beat them once before, but Alabama by a touchdown in Norman.
So did I hear that right? That the lower ranked team is the favorite
By 1.5.
by 1.5? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
And then not a favorite, Tulane, Terry's favorite team, because the Florida head coach has 2 cell phones, 2 alarm clocks, 2 T-shirts. Well, John Summerall could have gone to Auburn if he would have fired the DC, or they would have let him fire the DC. But instead, we got a man that doesn't fish, that doesn't golf. He only knows ball. Isn't that right, Terry?
Well,
we need you to be a little more excited about our new coach at Auburn.
Well, I am, but when you started saying that, the only thing I could think about was Ole Miss's new coach saying that he doesn't play pickleball.
Yeah, well, he doesn't play pickleball. The
And he
lane
doesn't do
train
yoga.
is for real. Yeah, he don't do yoga either.
So
Oh, and by
Tulane
the way-
against Ole Miss, and this is a rematch.
Yeah,
Ole Miss won 45-10 with Lane
Oh!
Kiffin
Whew.
earlier in the season. So this is it's going to take a lot for Tulane to. I mean, I don't think
Okay.
Lane Kiffin's worth 35 points here. I see
Yeah.
this as a 20-point game.
go ahead and repeat that, Terry. 45-10.
Yeah.
Apparently, the bettors, the people setting the spread, agree with you that Lane Kiffin had a huge impact on that 45-10 victory. They have set the line at 17.5 in favor of Ole Miss.
I think Ole Miss has got a better quarterback than people know. And I think they roll 20 points.
Here's the problem, and I agree with you. I agree with everything you just said. I think it's 20 points. It's definitely 3 touchdowns. The other thing that Ole Miss has that Tulane doesn't, and it's just being in the SEC, it's having the money, having the recruiting, having the system. That offensive line of Ole Miss eats people up. And by the time that fourth quarter comes around, and you got the Tulane defenders with their hands on their hips sucking gas because they can't get a deep breath because here come these 7 guys coming to block him again. And he'll do, if they're smart, Ole Miss will do what Lane did so many times to close games out this year, run the ball in the fourth quarter. And I mean, just pound it because Tulane isn't going to be able to stop them. And to your point, they have a mobile quarterback who has good accuracy because Allison and I watched Florida give them hell in the first half, and Lane made the adjustments in the second half, and here comes Ole Miss,
Right.
and they beat that defense. So anyway, moving on, probably the most compelling game of the week if we're honest.
Yeah.
You, A&M, Elko, the failed perfect season, didn't even get into the SEC championship at 11-1. The voters on the committee backdoored Miami into this, even though they didn't win a championship, and they screwed Vanderbilt in the process because Vandy's better than Miami. Need Diego to strut ass out here on the college football playoffs, but he's not going to. And he's out of eligibility, Terry. So for everybody that he has to play at Auburn, you guys
He hasn't
are
sued anybody for next year yet. So we'll see.
A&M opens up a 3.5-point favorite in College Station. I think that's a little low.
I think that's low.
I think Elko's going to have these guys ready to play. I think the U is far softer than what they're presented to be. Carson Beck has had real problems with defenses that come after him. And that Mike Elko blitzes over 70% of the time when the A&M team is on defense. I'm taking A&M by 10 at College Station, and they are going to shut up Miami finally.
Woo!
So here's what I'm wondering. Is the SEC going to go? I mean, I know they can't go undefeated because Alabama's playing Oklahoma. But effectively, are they going to win through the 4 games in the first round?
Well, they're going to win one of them for sure.
Right. And pretty much 2 of them for sure. This one, my question myself is, are we going to see a Miami that beat Notre Dame at the beginning of the year? Now, they did put a whipping on Syracuse, and we know how good Syracuse is, right?
Yeah.
I'm setting you up. I'm throwing you a softball out there if you're still here.
Yeah, Devin is here. Devin doesn't like you talking bad about Fran Brown.
I was going to say.
And they put a whipping on Pittsburgh. I don't know if Bober's still here.
Fran Brown demoted the defensive coordinator, who is now the defensive line coach, potentially for LSU, who's coming to Nebraska. But that's okay. Continue on, Terry.
I'm going to take a risk. And, I said earlier in the season, comparing SEC teams that Auburn played, Texas A&M seemed like, other than Georgia, the better team that they played. But I just feel something good about Miami going in and winning this football game. So I'm going to take them by 3 points.
I am a Nebraska fan, as everybody knows. We'll never pick Miami to win anything significant, ever. Even if it's obvious, the answer is no. No Miami here. No, I think Elko's going to have them ready, though, because they got a little bit embarrassed by Texas. And the problem for Carson Beck at Miami is that he has failed under pressure this year.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's had games where he's turned the ball over 3 and 4 times. Shut up about the ACC, Devin. Nobody cares about Miami.
Shut up about the Sun. Shut up about the Sun.
Nobody cares. This should be Diego Pavia in this game against A&M. I don't care what anybody says. This should be Vanderbilt. But Vandy had a better schedule, better record, I mean, they waxed Tennessee in the last game of the year to the point where now, you didn't mention him because he's not a head coach, but Jim Knowles is now the coordinator for Tennessee as the defensive coordinator.
Right.
3rd stop in 2 years. Ohio State, Penn State, Tennessee. Yeah, well, it's about as fake as wrestling the ACC is. I mean, Florida State sucks. North Carolina
Andrew with
sucks.
the F word.
I swear.
Fake. I said fake. I live down here in ACC country, and I can tell you this. ACC is basketball program. They have no business playing football these days. None.
Okay.
So, and Syracuse was always a basketball school. They never played football worth shit.
Okay, so for those that can't see, if you haven't looked at a bracket, the winner between Oregon and James Madison plays Texas Tech in the second round. The winner of Alabama and Oklahoma plays Indiana. That's going to be some defense in that little group of 3 there.
Mm-hmm.
Tulane Ole Miss winner plays Georgia.
Yeehaw!
For them. And Miami A&M winner, their gift is to play Ohio State in the second round.
Yeah.
So let's talk
Ohio State.
who got new coaches, and we have
Oh my
a
God.
massive pile up in the deep south of teams.
Holy
with new
cow.
coaches. So we've gone over some of these. Washington State hired a new guy this week. Iowa State, they had to replace Matt Campbell. Southern Miss hired a new coach. Tulane hired their coach. I think that's all the new ones. I don't necessarily have all these names written down, but
Is this normal? This seems like way more during the
it's
season than I've
gonna
ever
be
seen
normal.
before.
I think we're
Okay.
gonna see this kind of thing every year
I got
Yeah.
you. All
now.
right.
But this is way more than normal.
Right?
And,
Okay. I'm like, yeah.
It has
don't-
not been this much.
No.
Well,
And Terry, you've got the next slide. Never mind. We're gonna get there in a second. But yeah, Matt Campbell is a replacement to James Franklin. Ha! Jokes on them. Wait until Big Game James runs the fucking ACC, Devin.
Bob Chesney is the new coach at UCLA.
Yeah, Bob Chesney, and nobody cares. He fired the guy that looks like Joffrey Lannister, the new Heisel kid.
Shame.
I am missing one on the still looking slide because I did not put Utah in here.
Yeah, Utah, a great program too since Urban Meyer's days. He came there from Bowling Green, went to Utah. Utah went undefeated with Alex Smith as the quarterback there. He gets the Florida job after Spurrier leaves, or not Spurrier, the one after Spurrier. Whatever
Ron
his
Zook?
name was. No, yep, that's Zook, Ron Zook. But of course, Urban takes him to 2 national championships, and Tebow and the Criminals get it done. But Whittingham at Utah, 22 seasons. Cannot be understated what he's done at Utah.
Right.
Undefeated in 2008, Terry beat Alabama in the bowl game, and didn't
Right.
beat Alabama. I mean, beat Alabama, because they were throwing a temper tantrum because they weren't playing for national championship that year.
Right.
After Tebow got him in the SEC championship, and then Utah got him in the bowl game. 2 of Nick Saban's 29 losses come in consecutive order that year. And then something happened in 2009, I guess.
But yeah, so the still looking list, like I said, I didn't update Utah, so add that to the list. We got Coastal
Oh.
Carolina still hasn't hired anybody from what I can tell. UConn replacing Jim Mora Jr. And then Michigan, the story of the week, fired their coach after something that might lead to a movie at some point. Sharon Moore gets in a
He'll
little
be
bit
on
of
Lifetime
trouble.
for sure.
It'll be,
I'm
yeah.
There's a local restaurant in Ann Arbor that has a sampler platter named after Sharon Moore. And they've also named some meal after the mistress. I don't remember exactly what it
Oh
is.
my God. That's no.
Yeah.
So petty. So
Yeah.
in Ann Arbor, for those of you who may not have read the news, Sharon Moore loses his job for having an inappropriate relationship with his executive assistant, who apparently, allegedly, not confirmed, I don't think, may or may not have become pregnant and may or may not have had an abortion that he could have paid for or not paid for.
But allegedly, in all of these sentences, we don't want to hear from anybody's lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. Allegedly. Because nobody knows exactly what happened. But this is what we do know happened. After he gets fired, he goes to her house. He threatens to kill her and himself and ends up in jail. Now, that I know because I saw the police report. But, like, what are we doing in Ann Arbor? You are on a 9-3 football team. At a team, Terry, like your Auburn Tigers, claims victories against the School of the Blind for national championships. About like Minnesota supposedly having a top 10 coach of all time. Get out of here if it wasn't actually Coach from the movie or the show Coach. Remember? He was at the
Oh.
University of Minnesota.
And
I
Dauber,
remember that.
Dauber was my favorite. I don't know. Luther
Dauber.
was pretty awesome too.
But bottom line is this Michigan thing is a fiasco, and it's going to take
Yeah.
something for them to heal it. Now, Michigan has some sexiness and some appeal to it, but the immediate response is Bryce Underwood removed all of his Michigan stuff from his social media and may be shopping for a new home. And guess who the number one candidate of that is, Terry? The
I
guy
would
with
think LSU. That
the
he
guy
had
with the
committed to.
wallet at LSU, whose name is Lane Kiffin,
That's
is the
scary.
number one suggested
wallet.
target and landing spot for Bryce Underwood.
I'm also concerned about the two receivers that are in the transfer portal from Auburn ending up at LSU.
It'll be okay, Terry. I
They'll be
mean,
all right.
LSU is bringing championships back to Baton Rouge, mostly because Lane Kiffin is tired of losing at Oxford, and it is just what it is.
There are-
Bober, I don't know that Michigan is trying to out Penn State. Penn State has essentially set themselves up for at least a decade of failure. But
Well,
that's just
Notre Dame's
what
trying to
they-
slip into that same kind of thing too.
No,
Yeah.
With, their whininess.
Oh,
Well,
Dave's here.
Oh,
Look who's
So I
here.
didn't make a graphic. I didn't make a graphic, but we need to go over this maybe next week. I'll do something. The SEC put out schedules for everybody for next season.
Yeah, they were early. They were early.
And there's some really intriguing stuff. Like Lane is going to Tennessee. Lane is going to Oxford. Auburn and Florida play week 3, their first conference game against each other. So somebody's fan base is going to be pissed that they lost their first conference game.
It won't be our fan base, Terry.
Ooh.
It's going to be Florida. I know
That's
Coach
right.
Keith is a Florida guy, but we're Auburn people here because our
Exactly.
coach don't golf and he don't hunt and he don't fish. He don't have hobbies. All he knows is ball.
Oh.
And he was born in Moscow.
Yeah, and since Matt Rule only needs sound bites to coach, I'm not interested. I need an X's and O's guy in Lincoln immediately. I hope DeBoer goes to Michigan. Why would you hope that? You're an Alabama fan.
Alabama's trying to slip into it too. They're trying to run off a coach that got them in the playoffs.
Got him in the
Right.
playoffs with Nick Saban's recruits, but that's okay. I read that online. But that's what they say. Oh, it was Nick Saban's
do.
team. Well, it wasn't when they all left after he retired. So there's that. Kiffin will go to Bama before he ever. Oh yeah, that's what Dave really wants is the world to melt down, where DeBoer goes to Michigan and Kiffin leaves LSU for Alabama because that's the job he really wants, and then LSU is left with pissed off fans and nothing else.
Goodness.
I forgot he sent me that. Yeah, that's what he's really hoping for.
Well, let's see. I don't know that I would hate that. I know that he would be across the state and that would suck. But if I can decrease the number of really good teams in the SEC, I'm all for it.
Well, I'm telling you, the University of Mississippi set themselves back 50 years. It's an unfortunate reality, but it's a fact. When they decided not to keep Lane, and Dave can say all they
I
want.
don't
it
know
was
that they
Lane's
decided
decision.
not to keep it.
They decided not to keep Lane with the way they tried to give my man an
Fair.
ultimatum. You don't give kites that don't meant to be tethered ultimatums, Terry. Lane Kiffin walked to the beat of his own drum and showed it.
Oh man, that
Also-
sounds a lot like my conversations at work. I need autonomy. Get your thumb
Also-
off of me.
Let's be honest about it. LSU is going to give him a better chance to win a national championship. It ain't about money. It's got nothing to do with money.
Well,
It's about championship football at this point.
it's about money, but maybe not his contract. The amount
Yeah,
of
because he's got
NIL.
money. That's my point. Personally, he's got money. He don't need to get paid another dollar to coach football. That's
Right.
not the point. The point
Who
is to
was it?
build a championship team, and he can't get over the hump. And the hump is that he's competing against Georgia, Auburn, Florida, Alabama, and nobody wants to come to Oxford. And that's just the reality of it.
Somebody, and it may have been Roger Clemens. I don't know why I think it was
Ew.
Roger Clemens, but somebody, and I think it was a pitcher. It may have been somebody else. I don't know. Talked about, I'm making money for my grandkids at this point. I'm not making money for me because they had made so much money over their career that they're not going to spend that. They're putting that to the side. They've already got enough to pay their kids and let their kids be rich. I'm making money for my grandkids. I don't remember
Thanks
who
a lot,
that-
Dad. Why couldn't
Yeah.
you make money for me, George?
Yeah, that's
He
what I
got-
said about it.
he
That's
threw
what
the
I said.
spitball and they outlawed it. That was the
Yeah,
problem.
that's what I said about Otani. Is that
Yeah.
contract is generational wealth. His
Absolutely.
kids, his kids
Yep.
will never have anything to worry about ever.
Nope. That's correct.
So, because by the time they cash that contract, the man's going to be a billionaire, not a millionaire, a
Absolutely.
billionaire.
Yeah, too bad he's not
$1 billion.
Leo.
All right, it's already time for the main event. We didn't have a
Let's
bunch
do
of
it.
games to talk about. You know what we're talking about this week? We were going to talk about it last week, but we didn't want to do it without Allison.
Thank
Love
This
God.
you.
week, we are talking about the top 10 cell phone games of all time.
All right.
I don't
All right.
play cell phone games,
That's because
watch-
you love reels.
reels on the Instagram.
He keeps it real.
I
He
keep
does.
it real. Terry doesn't even watch them anymore, so I quit. saying that.
From
I
anybody.
do play
It's not
cell
just
phone
an
games.
Andrew thing. They're
No, it's
loaded up
not.
from everybody. I
was
don't
gonna say,
even look at my messages on it.
He doesn't look at mine either, Andrew. It's not just
Yeah.
you.
Right.
Okay.
It's offensive. I
I
spend a
know.
lot of time and effort sending you those.
I'm
It's
going to watch
offensive.
all 4,000 of them tonight before.
Yeah,
Or you'll think
okay.
that-
Walk in,
Sure.
Terry.
Swear to God. No, I play cell phone games every day. Lex plays every day. I don't know. It's a time waster. I enjoy it.
It
I
turns
do
my
not.
brain off a little bit.
I do not
Yes.
play cell phone games. I have played cell phone games in the past, which is why Snake is number one with the bullet. That's a lie. I never played cell phone on the Nokia. That thing was
Oh my God,
a
I'm
weapon.
dying.
But we'll get
I
there.
play
Snake's
Golf
number one.
Clash every day, and I have a story before we get going
Okay.
on Golf
Oh.
Clash because
Look at
Golf
this
Clash.
nonsense. Hold on. Before you start, you need to address Bober. He is on everybody's shit today. At least he sometimes responds to text messages. Terry, you always respond to mine and Allison's text messages.
Oh, is he slamming me on this?
That's you. That's not us. That's you.
Oh. Now I did miss an email from him at one point. Now we have established that I hate email.
Yeah.
But,
Yes, we have. I've seen the number. It gives me
Terry
anxiety.
has read the number of unread emails on the
Oh.
show, and it's made both Allison and I cringe because it does not work for us.
I'm
But
sweating already.
where we at?
See?
Hold on. Where we at?
No, don't tell me, Terry. I can't take it.
Okay. All right. So let me tell my story about
It's at
ball
least
bomber.
4 digits. Go
Let's hear
ahead.
the
So I
story.
found out something the hard way about Golf Clash, and this was
Okay.
years ago when I first started playing. You can change your name on Golf Clash,
Mhm.
but you can only change it once.
Oh, Terry.
I changed it to Bald Bomber,
Oh, Terry.
and then it would not let me change it back to
Oh,
anything else.
Sounds like a social dating website. Bald bomber.
it sounds like something all right, but that's not where my mind was going. No, I was thinking more adult,
But I've
Star.
recently I play that every day, but or most days, but I restarted, so I'm not Bald Bomber anymore. I'm T-Weave on there, and they've got clans on there now, and
Mhm.
I'm in an Auburn clan, so we talk about how shitty the football team's doing in the chat for the game.
So I think Bober's trying to slam me with the text message thing. Screw you. I respond eventually.
No, he's talking about how you thought dirty.
Oh, I always
Oh.
think dirty. What else is new? Hello,
Y'all
have you met me?
gotta pay attention to our people. This is disrespectful that you're not paying attention to Bober. I mean, I pay attention to him mostly so I can just talk shit to him while we're doing it. But,
He is on the image this week.
He
I
is.
finally found a way to get a bunch of people on the image. 'Cause
That was
if you
really
try-
good.
If you try to make an image with a bunch of people in it, we did it in the
Yeah.
pool on a cruise one time, and that was very difficult because it cannot do that many things at once.
But this one was good.
Terry hates Chat GPT low key, but he still uses it. It is
Well, I like the way it does the cartoons. I've tried other image
They're not as good. I
AIs,
agree.
and they're better at images, but I don't want better quality images. I want goofy ass cartoon images.
I have an assignment for you. The next time you go to your therapist, the one that was Tony Soprano's therapist as well. I need you to talk to your abusive relationship with ChatGPT and AI. And I need you to tell them how you know deep down that Andrew and John Connor are right, that AI is going to take over the world, the machines, and that you just have not come to terms with it yet. And you need help processing and working through that.
All right, I'll
Oh,
write that down. I'll take it.
Oh,
Let's see what missed the list.
okay. Oh, what? Come on.
Slot and casino games, solitaire, Tetris style games, and trivia crack.
So, this is how often I play cell phone games. All 4 of these were in my top 10.
I kind of figured as much. 2 of these were in my top 10. The slots casino games, which, mind you, I only really download them and play them in like a month leading up to a trip to Vegas. I'm like
Okay.
practicing, like I get all
Are you
excited.
practicing spending or
I'm
practicing?
practicing winning. Practicing.
There's something to
winning.
me. Slots are supposed to be played in a cushy chair with
Yelling at a chicken.
yelling at some firecrackers that are supposed to explode.
I have pictures,
I'm
and there is a
dying.
certain video of oh, it's gonna go.
I cannot do them on my cell phone. I've tried. It means nothing to me compared to that.
And Tetris.
$500.
I played Block Blast sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like I Tetris games to me. I think this is a generational. Exactly what you're saying. This is like a generational thing here, because people today may not even understand what Tetris was for some of us.
Right.
So it's not a cell phone, but it was close because it's handheld. Remember the Game Boy back in the day?
Oh yeah.
I was hell on Tetris. So then I put it on the cell phone because I could be hell on it. And I didn't have it for long because I get this thing where I get bored with them. And then I don't like having so many screens and have to slide all the apps. So I delete apps, and that becomes a thing.
Same.
Oh, I'm the same on that. Yeah.
And I agree with Devin. About 10 years ago, Trivia Crack was as addictive as crack.
Yeah.
I didn't lose too many games of Trivia Crack. I know you find that hard to believe.
I've never played Trivia Crack one time. I have gone through multiple eras. Like I played the hell out of that game, and then a few years later, I played the hell out of that game. And we're going to see a few of those along the way.
We are. I'm excited.
All right, number 10, Royal Match.
I love this game. I have this.
I have never played this, but I have seen 1,000,000,004 commercials for this.
To be fair,
it looks like Candy Crush.
It is, but to be fair, the advertisements are true. You do not need to watch videos. You do not need to spend money. You do not need Wi-Fi. This is a good game to just mindlessly play. When you just need to shut your brain off, this is one of the ones I go to.
Well, you just said it because Bober says I play this game. You said it even when you need to shut your mind off. So apparently he plays this game a lot. Being a Pittsburgh fan, he's got to. Anyway.
Do you match things? I mean, how do you? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
pattern match.
like you said, it's similar to Candy Crush. We probably could have created a category out of these, but we did not. So I'm just saying we may see a few of these.
Sure. Yeah.
By the way, this is our show, not your show. So we make the rules when we don't care. Terry, number 9.
Number 9, poker games.
Oh, well,
yes.
again,
Texas Hold'em, 5-card draw, 7-card stud, 3-card poker. This is me right here.
Before a Vegas trip,
played Baccarat because she was afraid we'd never leave the casino.
Never leave. Never leave.
And I don't know that I've ever downloaded a poker game on my phone. No.
So here's a fun fact. I only play poker on a cell phone game or video poker. I won't play real live cards poker because I do not have a poker face.
Yeah, so before the flop, this guy's got, it looks like a flush showing as well. No, he can't get a flush. He's got a full house.
He's got a full house.
I would be all in pressing everybody either to get in or get out because I wouldn't be messing with that. Yeah. Obviously, poker appeals to my way that I think read people's faces, body language, mind. It's just the reason I sell cars. It just
Right.
they all fits together.
And you
Human
you
behavior
probably
pattern.
you probably absolutely understand why I could never play this game in person.
No, and I lead people to where they want to go. By the way, George says hi, not your George, my
Oh,
George.
does he? Hi, George.
Hi.
Tell him I
she
miss
was
him.
nice. She was a nice lady. I really liked her.
I'm a
Nice
nice
lady.
lady. I'm a nice lady.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting, for George to send me an email and say, "Hey, how's your truck?"
Mm.
But
Mm.
nothing. Andrew's like, "Yeah, you're gonna keep waiting."
Oh,
I may have
have
entered
you
the
done the
wrong email.
registration thing yet, or whatever it was?
I did it. I did it the first week I got back.
Okay.
It took me a couple days, but I did do it. Still
What
waiting
was
for
it?
my
It
plate.
was like an inspection.
It was
Tag
a VIN inspection. It was a
VIN
VIN.
inspection. Okay.
Yeah, so she lives in a stupid ass liberal state where they
I
have to
do.
verify that the VIN number matches all the paperwork.
It
I
cost
live in
me
a stupid ass state where we have to
$10.
quote inspect the vehicle, and you have to make sure it's safe for $13.60. One of the safety things is that the horn blows. They never look at the brakes. Horn blows is part of it. Never look at the brake system.
Well, hey, if the brakes are not working, at least you can blow the horn and tell.
That's right.
Number
Get
8.
out of the way, New Yorker.
Bejeweled.
Okay. This was probably one of my first cell phone games that I was addicted to.
Why are we putting these on Androids, though? This is disrespectful to all of the people
Ooh,
that own
that's
the
a good
right phone.
point. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I love
don't
this
know.
game. It's another matchy type of game. It's another match, like 3 in a row kind of game.
Another game I haven't played. I mean,
Well,
His attention to detail is amazing.
I
Andrew
know.
noticed these things.
all
What the fuck, Terry?
oh, I just went looking for whatever picture I could find.
That's
It's definitely an Android. You see how it's square rectangle? Like that's not the way Apple is. But anyway, what's number 7? What's lucky number 7, Terry?
Number 7 is Words with
Oh,
Friends, and I played a
this-
lot of this.
Yeah, this was insane for a while. And
And I
anybody who's
cheated on this
competitive,
game.
yeah, everybody did. Anybody who's competitive played this game and lorded it over your friends. Absolutely 100%. And if you're saying you didn't, you lie.
I played this game and didn't have to cheat.
No, of course you didn't.
Certainly
Use an
rubbed it in.
eidetic memory.
Certainly rubbed it in though when I win.
Oh, of course you did.
Scrabble is one of my favorite games ever. And so Word
That's
with
great.
Friends is just Scrabble on a cell phone. That's all it
Yeah.
is.
My grandmother raised us on Scrabble. So she had the deluxe version on the Lazy Susan.
Oh, yeah.
We played the fuck out of Scrabble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I bet she'd call you on a word, which
Oh,
Not a
every
word.
freaking time.
And
Absolutely.
When we played,
probably
we
a
had the
jerk.
dictionary and the thesaurus on the table,
old
and
were
I
you?
am not kidding. The
No, I
dictionary
100%
and the
agree.
thesaurus.
Yep.
oh,
on the
you
table.
have to. You have.
You have to. That's how you play.
How old
Yeah.
were you when she called you a jerk?
8,
6. Okay.
8, 10, maybe. I don't know.
Allison the jerk.
I mean, and remember that was my Yaya's worst insult. Like the worst.
Yeah. One of my elementary school friends and I played, and I ran the score up on him, and he never played with me again.
I think I did that with my practice husband.
It's like 300 to 25 or something, and
Yeah.
he never played with me again.
Oh no, that was gin rummy. I murdered him in gin rummy, and yeah, that was over. Yeah, never again.
Number
Yeah.
6.
Okay.
Pokemon Go.
My son is addicted to this game.
Never played it. Know a lot of people that have. Just never was my thing.
My
So-
friend Eric lost, I think, over 100 pounds walking while doing
Wow.
Pokemon Go. He does events. He did yeah,
That's cool.
isn't it?
So a couple of things. I downloaded this and maybe played a time or two, but I just
Yep.
felt weird walking around randomly, in the neighborhood and stuff. I remember an email came out at work
Yes, me too.
saying, we don't care that you take your lunch break and play
Yep.
Pokemon Go, but please stay away from the lake.
Stay away from the lake.
Yeah, they didn't want anybody falling in the lake because
Oh,
they weren't
well-
paying attention.
Our problem was people were playing it in the shop. on the floor.
Oh, that's
And
no
if you
good.
think about it,
That's a
there's
camera.
there's a thing in the game where you could turn the camera on so you can see your background.
Yeah.
Gee, let's think about this. In a place that makes military engines, should we be doing this? No. They had to send
Yes.
out a message.
Let's do it.
Shut up, bitch.
It'll be on Reddit anyway. Who cares?
Yeah.
The other thing is, I used to play a lot of disc golf,
Yeah.
and there would be a lot of these Pokemon at the disc golf course, and people would just walk right in front of you, and you're like, you're about to catch a frisbee going really fast in the
Yeah.
freaking head in a minute. Pay attention to what you're
Mhm.
doing.
Yep.
And it's not a frisbee; it's a metal disc.
Well, it's plastic and rubber, but it's not like a regular frisbee that you get at the sporting
Right.
goods store. It's really it's slanted where it's sharp on the edge,
Yeah.
so it'll go through the air better. That hurts.
All right.
Aerodynamic. Speaking of rocket science, top 5 are on the board, Terry.
Let's
Hit it.
go.
But first,
Oh.
I am a nerd for things like that, and I would look up flight patterns of different discs and stuff. More on
Oh my
that
God.
later. Number 5, Yahtzee with buddies.
Hold on. Not only did Dave only thought stoners played disc golf, I do have a comment on this. All of a sudden, you're the Ace Rothstein of disc golf. If you ever saw Casino, he would get the measurements of how the hardwood affected the way the ball bounced. He knew if the guy's girlfriend was on coke or whatever. I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. Terry was that guy when it came to disc golf. He knew all of the ins and outs.
Well, I'm going to tell you a relevant story when we get to another game, and I'm going to explain this. But this game is, again, very popular. If you're competitive,
Never played this, but it sounds
fantastic.
fun.
Yeah, it's I mean, everybody loves Yahtzee. You know, it's a fun game, and you
And
play
it was a
against people.
strategy game because you had to pick
Yep.
where to use your 1 of a kind, 2 of a kind, 5 of a kind, full house, etc. Play this game a lot. That will detour me from doing so.
And Dave mentioned he plays it a lot the other day on
did.
his show when he was
Yep.
talking about this.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff.
Oh,
I agree.
Dave.
I
Number
don't play
4.
anything with friends or buddies anymore. I gave up
Oh.
on that.
Terry's like, I'm doing this solo. I can't stand you all.
I don't
waiting
like
on
you
to answer.
I like playing against I like playing golf against random people from Japan.
There you
That's what
go.
How good are they?
They kick my ass sometimes.
Yeah.
They're good at everything. That's why I asked, how good are they? Yeah.
Well, they're probably hired to play this game and make a bunch of money with it.
Absolutely.
Number 4, Monopoly. Go.
Yes. Love this game.
So tell me about this, because
Okay.
I figured that you played this. Is this a real world kind of deal too?
No, it's like a board game where you collect money, buy
Yeah.
properties, get perks, but there's a couple of different little changes in it. You're not really playing against anybody. You're
Okay.
playing to level up.
Just do
but they've
your
got-
best.
Yeah, they've got a ton of mini games where you can play with friends. They've got a ton of you collect cards, things like that. It's got enough different little things, and every 2 days there's a new little tournament where you can win extra dice, and they have enough in it that it changes every day, so it keeps you
Okay.
busy. Yeah, Dave said it great. He said they have tasks. You have things you got to do.
I've given up on relationships where something requires me to do chores. So I don't know that this is something that I would.
I agree with
into.
Super Dave. It is a dopamine game. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it gives you.
I go walking 4 miles a day for my dopamine. Are you suggesting that this may be a better
play
route?
this while you walk.
Yeah, do this while you walk,
Absolutely
or do
not.
Pokemon Go while you walk.
How am I
Right.
supposed to walk at a 1450 pace if I've got a phone in my hand?
You don't? I figure that's when you send me the most of your reels.
No. Nope. That's usually done at work or while I'm drinking my coffee.
Okay.
I have to be focused when I send reels. I told you all, I put a lot of thought into this, and then
You
Terry
do.
selfishly ignores them all.
Mine
But
are very
listen, when the
personalized
day
to me.
comes that I actually watch all of these, that's
Oh.
gonna be like the most appreciated day Andrew's ever had.
Andrew Day. It's gonna be Andrew Day.
Correct.
All right. I
I'm
have a
gonna be off
feeling
for
what the
quite a
top
while
three
pretty soon.
are. I have a feeling of what the top three are, but I'm curious to see if I'm
Number 3, Snake.
This is,
I didn't think that you were thinking this.
this is not on my list, but it makes sense.
I mean, old Nokia
Oh,
phone that would put a
God.
hole in your wall.
My
if you
brick.
dropped it.
My brick phone.
You know where they used to have people tell them to, people now conceal carry. That's what people had for Nokia phones back in the day.
That's
You didn't have to
correct.
worry about carrying a pistol. Just carry that damn thing.
You know what a
97
text message
pounds,
was?
97 pounds, and it was the size of your remote for your television. I mean, seriously.
And your text message was 333-5555. 444. Do you remember what we went through to send text messages?
15 cents each.
It's
After
funny.
9 p.m.
At the old credit card machine at work, you go to type in the stock number. So a stock number would be like TW Terry Weaver 12345. And so let's say it was TTW. You would type T, and then you would hit the number for T again. But if you did it too fast,
Yes!
it would move to the
you.
That was so painful.
Oh my
so
God.
annoying. And you guys are talking about a Nokia phone 25 years ago. I'm talking about a credit card machine we retired 90 days ago. That is
Holy jeez.
silly. Yeah.
Andrew. Woo.
Silly. Well,
Okay.
he's not a millionaire because he
That's right.
frivolously spends money.
Yeah.
Man.
Hannah's
We
right.
also
Well, I
charge
play a lot of it.
3% now on the credit cards. So if you're going to pay for down payment, don't use a credit card like your Apple card to get your cash back, because we're going to take 3% and you're only going to get 2%. That
Number
math don't
2,
matter.
Angry Birds.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Story
played
about
this
this
game.
game.
I love this game.
Story about this game. When Lex was 2 years old, recently diagnosed with autism, I got my first iPod Touch version 1, the one that looked like an iPhone. Okay. My son immediately stole it from me. I had Angry Birds on it, and he immediately taught himself this game. Okay.
Mm.
It has been 16 years. This is still his favorite game. And he will sit there and he will explain angles and trajectory and force to me while he's playing this game. I will always love this game because it is a wicked good game for teaching that kind of stuff.
You can go to Top Golf and play Angry Birds against
Yes.
each other at Top Golf, and then it's fabulous also.
Yep.
You look
didn't
really
know that, but now
stupid
that I
hitting the
do,
ball
yes.
the way you're hitting it, but
Yeah, I was going to say,
Mhm.
guess what version of Top Golf we're playing next time, Terry?
Amen. That's right.
I might have, for our listeners that don't know, I might have sandbagged a couple people one time and said that I didn't know how to golf. But it isn't that I don't know how to golf, or not how to hit the ball, rather. It's that I don't know how to hit the ball with accuracy. And maybe,
it's not that you just know football. That's not the reason.
or maybe not. I hit the ball really far.
And kudos to Angry Birds. They're continually coming out with updates,
Oh yeah.
new games.
There,
Now,
I
this
went to a
game I would
bowling
put-
alley that you could set it up where one of these pigs was at the end of the
No.
and you would
Oh,
throw the
Lex
ball
would love
to them and everything. It was great.
that.
Now, this game I would put back on my phone, legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may
Yeah.
do this tomorrow actually.
And I'm gonna say this: Angry Birds Star Wars is one of my favorite versions.
Oh yeah, it is. It's good.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, so it's one of those two that's branched out.
That's what I'm saying. There's a bunch of them now, so it's fantastic.
I
Love
played
it.
the original.
Well, I think we know what number 1 is.
We do know what number 1
Yeah.
is. It is Candy Crush.
Woo!
Candy Crack. Candy Crack. I got to like level 100 and something on this, and I had to give it up.
Oh,
Sugar
man.
Crush.
I think my brother at one point was waiting for them to release more levels because he had finished them all. Like
Oh
that's
man,
how Yeah.
That's crazy. I
Yeah,
had a
and you know
cousin
how
that's
many
like
there are.
that. Yeah.
And it's another game that has multiple versions. So
Hey, did you know, Justice, though, Terry? They ain't got the little sparkly ball with all the colors, the black with all the sparkles.
yeah,
That's
this
right.
screen you got nothing
Oh,
good.
let me tell you, when you get two of those next to each other,
Yeah, light them
That's
up.
right.
there's
right.
nothing worse than getting to that one level where you're just like so close 40 times in a row and you
Yep.
just cannot beat it.
Man, I
Sucks
can't
so
believe Wordle didn't make this list.
I know.
Wow.
Well, that's because Wordle has a stupid premise. You guess the letters and then you fill them in. That's a stupid premise for a game.
Again,
Right.
if you're competitive, it's a great game.
Competitive.
Some of us are uber
I want
competitive.
the New York crossword in pen. Competitive, please.
Well, and then you go to work and you say, "Did you get the Wordle today?"
Yes.
I got it in 3.
I do not
I-
play Candy Crush, Devin. I send
gonna say-
reels.
Let's see if I can find it. So my family has I don't know if you can see this. This is our text chain, me, my mom, and my dad. Okay.
Mhm.
And these are our Wordle results every time.
Oh
We
my
send them
goodness.
to each other.
I'm gonna need you
And
to
then
start
whoever
shorts
guesses
from
it in the
now
least
on. That's
amount
the word you're guessing.
is the
Short.
genius. Yes,
From now
yes. Anyway.
Let me run it down. Top 10 cell phone games based on votes from our followers. Thank you all for voting. Number 10, Royal Match. Number 9, Poker Games. Number 8, Bejeweled. Number 7, Words with Friends. Number 6, Pokemon Go. Number 5, Yahtzee with Buddies. Number 4, Monopoly Go. Number 3, Snake from the old Nokias. Number 2, Angry Birds. And number 1, Candy Crush.
Excellent. Good list.
It was a good list.
I'm on
Yeah.
the Apple apps on the games, and it's amazing. Some of these aren't even on here. Trivia
Yeah.
Crack is, Monopoly Go is, Wheel of Fortune. Some of them are paid, some of them are free, but I see no Angry Birds and
Are you
no
in the arcade or are you in the
just games.
store? Okay.
Try arcade,
No. The arcade has some of the new Angry Birds games,
but
but
they got Solitaire, and then they've got a game that I like, Apple Crossword Jam.
there
See,
you
that's
go.
what I'm talking about.
Crossword Jam.
Well,
know,
no, I
I
don't
even
actually
know.
I've never played the game. What I'm saying is that would be a game I would like because I
Okay.
like crossword puzzles.
That's your jam.
Well, I subscribe to the all those Apple games, so if there's something good, I'm like, maybe I will start.
Pokemon Go, Scrabble Go. See, Scrabble Go with words. That would be fun with words. See, that'd be my thing, right?
I
My
was
brother.
playing.
Wait, I got the update. My brother is on level 8,464 in Candy Crush.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and I quit after 100 and whatever. So there you go.
I've been playing Epic Plane lately. I haven't
Oh,
not
okay.
recently, but I played Epic Plane quite a bit. I don't know if you guys know about that one, but you start out with a paper airplane and then you add better wings and stuff.
Mhm.
And then you keep climbing up and it's a better form of plane.
Is that
and
like
then-
an idle game where like you keep getting like money as you rebuild things?
Well, you get points as you fly it farther. So
oh,
you got to
okay. So it's a
maneuver
little
it.
different. Okay.
But when it's just a paper airplane, you can't maneuver it very well. It's
Right.
like crap. So then you
Yep.
eventually get enough to get better wings and stuff. And then eventually you go back through the same levels as like a propeller plane. And then you're a
Okay.
commercial jet and all this stuff. I was trying to see if I had anything downloaded that was a big shocker to me that it's not on the list. Pool games. I don't know if anybody plays pool on their phone. I
Mm-mm.
don't normally, but skee ball. I got a skee ball game. That's interesting.
Oh, I used to have a skee ball game. I used
Oh,
to
At
have
wow.
a
one
coin
point,
flipper
I
game.
had Scrabble Go. That's why it's in the cloud. Okay.
Oh, I have a number game. I have a number game where you like match numbers or add them up to 10 and then you got to like clear a board.
Okay.
Again,
Yeah,
it's
it didn't-
another when I need to clear my mind kind of thing.
It didn't make the list, but my dad used to play it on the laptop, but I'm sure they've got a version on the cell phone. He loved Mahjong or Mahjong.
Oh,
Mahjong. Yeah.
Yeah.
The tile game, you
Yep.
know.
The
And
matching game.
the reason I know that I feel like they would have it on a cell phone is because he could sit there at his laptop with his Marble Reds and his coffee, and
Mhm.
he would just play game after game, round after round, and I'm like, what in the world? Are you
Yep.
playing anybody? No, just playing. And you click, click, click. It's crazy.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. So
Good
thanks
list.
everybody. Good list.
Thanks
Let's
for
talk
voting.
talking wrestling with Pondwater and Amy. I did not talk to Dave today, so I don't know when or what they're doing this week. Are you still on, Dave? What is the subject? Are you guys going to dissect another form of gimmick match? this
No
week?
dissection. They're having a wrestling group, I think, owned by Athena. They're going to have
Okay.
multiple guests come through, if I remember
Excellent.
correctly. Athena and her husband, Matthew, what's his name? MPX.
MPX.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Athena, according to Dave, now I haven't shit on AEW tonight, Dave, so sorry, buddy. According to Dave, Athena is like won the ROH championship this third year now. She's had the title.
I thought
If-
she lost it.
If nobody, yes, she did. No,
Oh.
she didn't lose it. Well, no, did she lose it to Mercedes? But anyway, no, the television championship Mercedes had. But anyway,
Yeah.
the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena, she's been there like 3 years. Don't step on my joke, Allison. It's rude.
Sorry.
Anyway, if nobody ever watches the program, does it really matter she's had the title for 3 years? I'm just asking, Dave. Just asking. Does it really matter?
That was
she's had
good.
it for 3 years.
Oh my
Anyway.
god.
So tune in this week. Is that Tuesday or Wednesday, Dave?
Forever champions, what he calls her, because nobody else is in the division. So whatever. It's not her fault. If Tony Khan had a brain in his head, he'd put her on TV. But what do I know? He puts her on the shit show. Anywho, what day is it this week?
Athena every week.
Athena every week.
But I will say, we didn't talk about it, Terry.
Tuesday.
Allison's very excited. Mike Bailey had a phenomenal match with Kyle Fletcher this week and
Yes.
got the upset in the Continental Classic tournament.
Excellent.
Yeah.
They're doing a tournament, really?
Big fan.
Imagine that. A
I know you're
tournament for
thrilled.
title. And this is the thing, and I'm going to say this in a loud, clear voice since I shit on AEW a lot. This is where they are the best, in my
Yeah.
opinion, is like
Mhm.
the Continental Classic.
Mhm.
Now, it's a stupid tournament. I get that. But when they actually try to have professional wrestling matches,
Yes.
they do it better than anybody.
Yes.
That Fletcher and
Bailey.
well, yeah, but his tag partner too, Kevin.
Kevin Knight.
Yeah, very good as well.
Mhm.
And then the Okada match. Don't even get us started. I mean, really. But the point being that they have really, really, really good matches in AEW, and
They
then
do.
you go to the bullshit. Like apparently we're going to see Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, Hangman for the world title. This coming at the World's End.
Well, we talk
So-
about that. It's like they've smushed two shows together. A
Yep.
really awesome show, which is half the show, and what is
It's
this
like-
shit, which is
Yes.
the other half of the show.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like I said, I really enjoy this particular time of year in AEW because of the way that they do these wrestling matches. Like the Jack Perry Okada match was okay, but the Darby Allin Jack Okada match wouldn't have been any better. I think it was Okada. Yeah, it was. Wouldn't have been any better, Moxley, please get away from me. But I think it's Fletcher and Pac to Wednesday.
Oh, that'll be good.
That'll be really good.
Yep.
So
I think the
All
field that
talent.
they picked for the Continental Classic is actually really good.
yeah,
look
so
at all
that's
the
what I'm
guys.
saying. This tournament
Yeah.
worked, but then they
Yeah.
they do all the other and of course they have Moxley in the tournament. And what did he do in the match with Claudio? He had to make sure he bladed, which is just like, what are you doing? It
can't,
doesn't need it. But yeah. Anyway, I did want to compliment AEW because I don't want anyone to think I'm actually biased. I just think they're trash most of the time.
Yeah.
And they're doing a really nice job with the tournament, I think.
But yeah, they do, and
oh.
we say that once in a while. When they have a good match, it's a
Yes.
damn good match.
Absolutely.
Also, the women's tag match was very good to open the show Wednesday night.
Oh, with
Mina
Willow
and Tony
and-
versus
Willow and-
Willow and Harley.
Harley.
of all. Yeah, two babyface teams against each other. It was a very good wrestling match.
It was, yeah, totally agree. And
But-
I'm very happy to see Willow and Harley. I have no problem with them being tag champs.
Yeah, but somehow they'll screw this up, is what I'm getting at.
Oh,
because it's-
absolutely, 100%. We
good.
know that. That's not a surprise.
Yeah.
So Tuesday night, tune in to Talking Wrestling with Pondwater and Amy. Maybe
Yeah,
the
and
not
that's 7 p.m.
part.
Eastern because they go on Central Time, Terry, which is
Yes.
offensive. Offensive.
They are on mark out moments. Here's a little secret. I schedule ours East Central Time also. It changes it to wherever you are.
What?
It's smart. Computers are smart.
Bober, I've got it, and I'm not going to embarrass the man. That he said he met her at WrestleCade, and she is phenomenal to interact with, and a lot of energy.
I can
Awesome.
imagine
Omita
that.
Shirakawa.
Tony Storm is, so I
checks,
can only
yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
checks. Yeah.
It does, absolutely.
So Bober's going to go thirst and fawn after a much younger woman that he's old enough to be her dad, but I mean, that's okay. Probably her granddad too.
Oh, God, Andrew!
Bober's old.
He's
about
only a
to
few
draw
years
Social-
older than me.
He's
Stop.
about to draw Social Security.
Oh, my
So-
God.
So it is December 14th. We're gonna have a couple of shows the rest of the year. We haven't discussed if we're doing Sunday night the rest of the way. I'm
good
good
with
with
it.
it.
I'm good with it.
Because we don't hit. I mean,
Mm-mm.
Christmas is in the middle of the week, so I think Sundays are good. So
Sunday's fine.
here's our thought process. Going to go ahead and put it out there. 2 more top 10 lists. We're going to have next week. We're going to do worst Christmas gifts, and then we're going to finish it out with the best of 2025. Your favorite lists of the year, just like we did for 2024.
Yep. Bober says he has 11 years left before Social Security.
We're
Andrew.
going to need a birth certificate, a Social Security card, and some identification documents to prove that, Bober. You play in the senior citizen, we're retired.
Oh
ball.
my God, you are horrible,
And,
Andrew.
and you don't even play in heated rivalry sort of hockey. You play
Well,
ball.
I mean,
Well,
we'd all
I
like to
don't
watch
know
that kind.
I don't know that Bober as a straight man would want to play heated rivalry hockey. I'm just saying.
Probably not.
No. Probably not. But it is fantastic. I have to watch you.
I can't
I
wait.
got to catch up, but we've got a lot to do. This weekend, this week, the nephew is being commissioned to the United
Okay.
States Army Wednesday. And obviously the baby passed yesterday. So it's been was a rough day. But the big one over here is okay, I guess.
Roscoe's doing okay.
He's grumbling over here because he wants attention. We're talking on the phone about it. Or the
Yeah,
Fine.
he's like, I
Comment.
hear you.
about him. Yeah, he hears us. They're not paying any attention. Now, if a 105-pound dog wants attention, he will find a way to get it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's a pro tip.
As we know, as we
That's
have
right.
learned.
She chewed the cord up. That was
Yes,
what
she
happened.
did.
So this is our first show without her in this bedroom. So,
Yeah.
there you are. But normally she's here laying right by the table where this computer sits because I'm right here. So that
That
means
was her
she's
spot.
going to
That's
be right
right.
next to me. So,
Mm.
but anyway, so we got that. But yeah, I'll be good for Sunday and we can do
Okay.
worst
Same.
gifts. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah. I've got
We're
a
probably
couple
gonna have
of
to do
things.
categories because if we get really specific about gifts,
No, we'll do
that
categories.
yeah,
I-
because
yeah.
it's we've tossed around a few ideas and those are good, but yeah, we'll see what
Mhm.
list we get out of it.
Yeah. There are so many bad Christmas presents, like so many.
I might have received one that if it's not in the top 3, I will probably be upset.
Yeah, so
I think
many,
you do remember what that is.
so many bad Christmas
Yeah.
presents.
Anyway,
All right, so that's the two to finish out the year, and it's almost the end of 2025.
My
Christmas
God.
is coming up,
where did it go?
and then we'll go to 2026 and see what it has to bring us.
Sounds good to me. At least I stopped coughing for the second half of the show.
That's right.
know what
Maybe you'll
happened.
sleep
You
well.
kicked in. Did you put bourbon in it. Terry does
No, I
bourbon.
put honey in my tea. I put honey.
So you
That
put
seems to have
honey-based liquor in your tea? Is that what
No,
you're
just
saying?
honey.
Terry, tell her about the honey liquor.
Is there honey liquor?
There's everything
Oh,
liquor. What are you
shit,
talking
okay. I
about?
have brown sugar bourbon. I don't think I
Oh,
have
that
honey liquor.
sounds
Oh,
delicious.
wait, unless my dad bought it for me. He might have. I might have a bottle of that. Now you're going to make me go look.
Yeah,
He always
Get
buys
better.
me.
Sleep well.
He always buys me a bottle of something I would like.
I was saying I ain't drank in years, and I know that they had honey bourbon.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think it's like Jack Daniel's honey.
There's a
right?
Tennessee honey. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I think there's a whole song about that.
Awesome.
Anyway, thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks for voting, all the feedback, all the ideas. It's been a great year. 2026 is going to be even better, and we are
That's
very
right.
thankful for you guys. And as always, love your people. Tell them you love them. Make it weird. See you next time, everybody.